Guys, it's Lost in Plot, and today we have the Netflix original film, The Gray Man.
It's a spy thriller on Netflix, a big feature starring Chris Evans and Ryan Gosling. And this thing cost $200 million to make.
Directed by the Russo brothers.
The Russo brothers, who just got done with all the Marvel movies. They directed the last two Avengers and a Captain America in there. So what is this one about? Oh, it's just a big pile of cliches, a big pile of stuff you've seen before. Ryan Gosling is in jail when along comes a CIA officer who's going to bail him out on the condition that he becomes a nameless assassin for the CIA. And then eventually, he gets a mission and finds out that the CIA is now dirty and has to go on the run from the people that run. Every spy espionage thriller you've probably goddamn seen in your entire life.
This is like The Bourne Identity. If The Bourne Identity had a handicapped little brother, that's basically what The Gray Man is. It's dumb, it's over the top, all the dialogue is overwritten and trying to be cutesy, and all the characters speak in essentially the same voice.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up, because this is non-stop cheese, and it is thick, and it is pouring all the way through. This is a 2-hour endurance test. At least it was for me, because this is non-stop cheese dialogue, non-stop CGI explosions and gunshots just poured in every which way you can think of, all in action thriller set pieces you've seen many, many times before. It's like an amalgamation of the last 20, 30 years of these types of action CIA spy thrillers just mashed into one and just vomited in your face for 2 hours.
Yeah, it's like if every single spy movie that was made over the past 20 years was just smashed on the floor into pieces and somebody reassembled all the pieces together and put it with super glue, that's essentially what you've got here. Which makes sense because it's based upon a series of novels, The Gray Man, with an author who worked with Tom Clancy on his spy novel and espionage novels. So you have rote cliches and tropes of the genre just played over and over and over and over, and they play them straight. They don't play them with a wink and a nod. They play them straight. You even have, well, you've got, all right, killer versus killer, and you have the tortured protagonist who's a hitman who's cursed because he's just too good at killing everything.
That's Ryan Gosling.
He kills everything, and nothing can kill him. He's just too good at killing everything. He knows your next move 10 minutes before you make it. All the same stuff you've seen before. And then we've got to pair the hitman with the little girl, because we haven't seen that in films like The Professional, or we haven't seen it in
sympathy. We need empathy.
Or Man on Fire with Denzel Washington, which is a far superior film. You explore that same type of relationship about the hitman finds the humanity through the young little girl. It's been done exactly the same so many times. They don't even really bother to dress it up.
They don't at all. And the fact that you had a $200 million budget and you've got these elaborate shooting locations and set pieces, why then do you have to piss all this money into horrible CGI on top of it? Every scene where they're having a fight scene, you've got a million fireworks blasting off, or you've got smoke pouring into the frame, so much so that it's just a visual soup of garbage. Why not just let us see all the money that you put on screen? Somebody reached in their pocketbook for all this shit. Why not just let us get a good look at it before you throw in all your CGI effects and smoke and fireworks and all the other crap?
Yeah, the point's well taken. There's fight sequences that basically, here comes the bad CGI, right? And there's a plane sequence with extended CGI that just, it doesn't work. There's no suspense, and really what the film misses out on is the characterizations, right? It's enough that if there's one character that makes kind of wry or sarcastic comments, that's fine if it's one character. If it's every single one in every single conversation has to be sassy and give little quips and winks and nods, it becomes so tiresome, and it plays throughout the entire film.
Yeah, so the Gray Men it's a ridiculous CIA program where they recruited all of these prisoners to be assassins for them. And these are the Gray Men, right? And that's what we're doing.
You've seen this before in The Bourne Identity. You've seen it, and you've seen it done better. So if your big complaint about The Bourne Identity was that it was too smart, too gritty, and too realistic, this is the perfect movie for you, because it is none of those things at all. It's generic and tropey, and Chris Evans, fits his role as the metrosexual government G-man who likes to kill things, but
Yeah.
he just chews the scenery with his bad mustache every time, and the movie gets exponentially dumber as it progresses.
Completely forgettable and not worth 2 hours of time, and not worth $200 million either. That is the Russo brothers, who are clearly feeling themselves with this. They're kind of celebrating themselves. They pop up in some of the final frames and even give themselves dialogue. They're celebrating themselves, and this is not good.
I'm not celebrating the Russos. This film is dead for me. It's a 4 out of 10.
It's a 3 out of 10 for me. I really, really, really didn't like it.
It's going to be very interesting to see if this is a crowd pleaser for Netflix, because it's big, it's
Big
loud,
names,
it's dumb,
big budget,
and it's the type of movie.
non-stop action.
It's the type of
stupid.
movie that they made back in the early aughts that was kind of derided for being dumb, loud, and stupid.
Yeah.
But modern offerings are so shitty that some people might see it as a breath of fresh air.
Well, the thing that stuck out to me was Martin Scorsese has a quote. He says, "The Marvel movies aren't actual films. They're like theme park rides." And that's what I kept thinking about watching this, because they literally have the camera like swinging and swooping like you're on a
It's
roller
like it's
coaster
on rails,
at
yeah.
all these different
Gliding
locations,
you
and
through
it
the
almost
movie.
never stops. So it felt like this is a theme park ride and not a real film. So if you're looking for that breezy theme park ride, completely unserious, just garbage and wink and a nod performances, that's what you have with The Gray Man. If you want a really good, solid CIA spy action thriller, it's somewhere else.
It is. There you have it, guys. That's the word on The Gray Man, not The Gay Man. That's a different movie. If you've seen it, please leave your comments in the section down below. Like and subscribe. Check us out on Twitter. We'll see you all in the next one.